All right, I was also on Chris Cuomo's show on News Nation last night, which was pretty combative. I'm going to play a little bit of it. And Cuomo, who I have a good rapport with, by the way, he opens his show by saying that I, your humble correspondent, am Trump's, quote, defender in chief. Right away my head went up. If you Google O'Reilly Trump interviews, you will see I gave him the toughest interviews he has ever done. There's no doubt about it. So that was misleading, I thought, for Cuomo to tell his audience that. And then it went downhill from there. I don't know. Roll the tape.
Let's start with one of the devoted who believes that the former president is the victim of a witch hunt and that this is a sign of the demise of our democracy. But the question remains, how can he see Trump as the fix? Bill O'Reilly joins us now. In advance, happy Easter.
So is the Easter Bunny writing your scripts here, Cuomo? Defender in chief, all of this, you're painting me.
You are Trump's defender in chief. You see a silver lining in every cloud that guy puts up.
That's not true. I have done some of the hardest interviews that the man has ever submitted himself to. All you have to do is Google that.
What did I get wrong?
Everything.
Tell me. Just give me one thing before everything. Go ahead.
Okay. This is an international problem now, not just a national problem, and you failed to mention that. So that's a big omission. So Xi and China and Putin, I mean, they're just having a blast watching this. It's another sign of America's disarray. And they're selling to their own people, the Russians and the Chinese, that America is a power in decline. Trump seizes on that for his speech, and that's what he's going to campaign on. All right, so whether you like him or not, the reality is that he's going to campaign for president on the fact, as he sees it, that America is in decline and that he can reverse that decline.
Here's what I'm saying. You're a historian, you're super smart, you're hyper analytical. Trump does not offer you a promise of better than the behaviors you're condemning right now. He's not a law and order guy. He wanted people investigated. He wanted people locked up. He had a bunch of guys who were around him. We had more people kicked out of his administration for mis and malfeasance that we've ever seen. He never condemned any of them unless it was convenient. And yet you prop him up as if somehow he's better.
I'm trying to think back on who was kicked
I know, you can't even remember because there were so many. He had several different cabinet-level people get him problems. He had problems all over his political class. I'll get you a whole list.
Give me one name,
I'll get you a whole list. I'll get you a whole list of secretaries.
No, give it to me now. And he could not give me a list. So he mentioned a guy named Rob Nelson. We can't find a Rob Nelson in the Trump administration. Then he mentioned the Department of Interior chief, a man named David Barnhart, who apparently, according to Chris Cuomo, got in trouble of some kind. No, he didn't. He served to the last day of the Trump administration. And look, if you're going to make an accusation, and this is all due respect to Chris Cuomo, because I'm not trying to harpoon him here, I'm just trying to tell you the difficulty of having a discourse on television or anywhere else. So if Mr. Cuomo is going to purport that there was all of this corruption within the Trump administration, malfeasance as he calls it, and all these people got booted out and he can't name one, there you go. So I'm sitting there going, well, who? Well, I'll get you a list. No, you can't make the statement unless you have the backup for the statement. Now, as far as me being the defender in chief, I don't really know how to process that. So I've been fair to Trump, okay? But I criticize him when I feel that he's not doing the right thing. I clearly said on a number of occasions, and I got the mail to prove it, all right, that his demeanor often hurts the country. So what he did in office, and I think he governed well, was overshadowed by his demeanor. That's not a good thing. And then there's the 2020 election where I said to you that unless hard evidence surfaced, there was not going to be any change in the vote, and there shouldn't be. You got to have hard evidence. I lost 1,000 premium members in one day for that statement. Okay? But I had absolutely had to say it. Now, I purport that I treat Donald Trump in a fair manner, but I'm not in his pocket. If you see it differently, I would love to hear from you. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, but be specific. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.